Hello guys, what is going on? It's your boy GZTV back with another video. I know my phone glare, my bad. We're here to talk about the 15th episode of The Walking Dead Season 10, and we're just about to get into the season finale, and then we're going to be heading on to the last season. I can't say I'm going to entirely miss this show. Obviously, I love characters like Negan. The governor was fantastic. I mean, the villains were actually really good. I don't have really a problem with them. It's just, and the characters. It's just the execution of the show sometimes. This episode was a pretty good example of a Walking Dead episode. I would say it wasn't bad. I didn't get my damn haircut. It's fucking long as hell. I have to wear this hat because it looks like fucking shit. So let's talk about it. You know, the plot, the critical reception. This is obviously a spoiler review. We're talking about every single event. So Princess introduces herself to Eugene, Ezekiel, and Yumiko, but as they are trying to figure out her personality, a group of walkers appear. They need to get to know this girl. They need to know, look at my fucking hair. It looks retarded. They need to know if she's going to be trustworthy and if she can help them out in any way. You know? Before they can stop her, Princess uses a machine gun to put down the walkers, which frightens their horses away, and plus probably attracts more walkers. So yeah, obviously, using guns is not ideal. And I didn't even think of having the horses around. I just thought, oh, it's going to attract more walkers. But yeah, it's a pretty shitty thing to do when there's horses around, or animals for that matter, or little children to shoot a gun. Princess apologizes and says she knows where they can get transportation. Oh, you don't have anywhere to go, or you don't have anything to get where you want to go? I got you. So, elsewhere, Beta has arrived at Alexandria with the Horde, but finds it apparently empty. I don't know why it was so dead. I don't even remember what happened there. I don't remember. I'm getting my storylines mixed up. Unbeknownst to him, all the residents have fled to a nearby hospital, referred to as the Tower, with only Alden and Aaron staying behind in order to spy on the Horde and radio their observations to Gabriel. So they must, killing Alpha, they must have known that Beta was going to get revenge. I guess that makes a little bit of sense. Fucking chin is fat as fuck. Fucking double chin ass motherfucker. What else? The Tower. That's why the episode's called The Tower. As he discusses their next assault with other whisperers, Beta begins to hear voices in his head. Fucking Randy Orton type shit. He then decides to retreat and begins to lead the Horde towards Oceanside. Aaron informs Gabriel that they're heading towards Oceanside as expected. As Eugene's group walks across the city, the trio finds Princess's directions to be erratic. And she seems very hyper, I guess. At one point, they walk through a live minefield where they find the remains of their horses. Eugene later realizes they could have taken a much quicker route, which obviously is unfortunate, but they didn't find that out till later in the journey, and obviously Princess kind of knew this. Princess again apologizes, admitting she's been alone for so long and only wanted to endear herself to them and wanted to take up time so she couldn't be alone again. She takes them to a garage with transportation, bicycles, and the trio prepares to depart for their meeting with Stephanie, the reason they've been here all along. So meanwhile, outside the hospital, Carol and Kelly scavenge wires from some cars during an errand for Luke, because he's their radio guy, I guess, with Eugene not around right now. While scavenging, Carol apologizes to Kelly about her actions in the cave, but Kelly thinks nothing of it and believes that Connie is still alive, which Connie hasn't been confirmed to be dead, and Magna survived, so who knows? You never know, really. Inside, Negan apologizes to Lydia for killing her mother. But, Lydia doesn't like her mother that much. Obviously, deep down, she loves her because she birthed her, has some appreciation for her. But I don't know why the fuck I had to reconnect. My Wi-Fi's just fine. We just got a gig, so stop fucking scamming me, Adam Fiber, you piece of shit. Anyway. Out in the woods, after finding Judith out on her own, Daryl teaches her some of his own survival tips so she can go out and, hunt for herself and track. That's kind of what he specializes in. After this, Daryl shoots, interrogates, and kills a nearby whisperer, much to Judith's dismay. Things are rubbing her the wrong way because she's kind of a little too much of a nice girl right now. This point in her maturity, she wants to help other people no matter the cost, no matter the risk. So, yeah, she needs to learn differently, I guess. Concurrently, Beta continues leading the Horde towards Oceanside, but suddenly stops when he feels something is amiss and begins to suspect that the survivors are leading them into a trap. Yeah. Just then, he spots one of the hospital cats prowling, and the voices in Beta's head then direct him towards the hospital. I don't know how this is possible. I don't know how the fuck this is realistic. Like, he's fucking superhuman at this point. I don't know why they did this, but it is what it is. They chose what they chose. Alden and Aaron, who have been following the horde from a distance, notice it changing direction and try to contact Gabriel, like, oh shit, they're coming towards you guys. Failing to get a signal, the two decide to retreat, but are unexpectedly surrounded by a group of whisperers, so that storyline kind of gets left alone. Negan and Lydia have a cathartic talk at the hospital and eventually embrace, while at the city, Yumiko, frustrated with Princess, has a change of heart and allows her to join the group. Like, come back with us, we need more people. We're going against a fucking fat-ass horde of walkers, like, we need you. Meanwhile, in the woods, Judith tearfully tells Daryl that she has become more concerned about losing more of her family after Michonne's departure, including Daryl. Like, she's kind of worried. She didn't lose Michonne, it's just Michonne had things she needed to take care of. I mean, her and Rick left, but none of them are confirmed dead. So that'll be interesting. Maybe they could tie the series up with, like, the return of those characters. I think so. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe Maggie comes back for season 11. I think that would be cool. In response, Daryl says that while he can't promise that he will never leave, he knows she has a larger family than just him. Like, there's more people around here that, like, care about you. Immediately after their talk, Daryl is contacted by Gabriel over walkie-talkie. Gabriel reveals that the hospital is surrounded by the horde and Beta has found their spot. Once arriving outside the hospital, Beta begins to chant and hallucinates the walkers doing so too. Which is really fucking weird, but I'll leave it alone. In terms of critical reception, there's a decent amount to talk about this. Pretty good episode. 6.5, 83%, 18 reviews for approval on Rotten Tomatoes. Though its myriad of lingering questions will no doubt frustrate fans, the introduction of the outrageously entertaining Princess breathes new life into The Walking Dead as the tower finds the series switching gears to great effect. I think this episode's pretty good. So this season, The Walking Dead has been so riveting. The writers did a great job of telling a full story and providing enough character development without straying too far from that story. Character development of Juanita, Princess Sanchez. She's already kind of growing as a character, and she's only been around for under 45 minutes. Princess, who hasn't seen anyone in over a year, is a little off-kilter, but she is good people and will make a great addition to the Walking Dead cast. I love her so far. I love her character. It's really entertaining. It's got like this Negan effect where through all the pain and struggling, she can find a way to laugh and have fun. You know, it's awesome. Paolo Lazzaro's performance as Princess, she was great. I mean, Princess is a complicated personality, but the show has been on such a dark run that the comedic aspect she will bring to the show will only help switch things up, like I just said. So I think I love Princess. She is sassy and spunky, and I'm glad she is joining the cast. I mean, Paulo Lazzaro does well in bringing the Princess character to life. Kaylee Fleming as Judith Grimes was great. I mean, she's literally like a young actor. She's doing great in the show right now. There's a lot of great work being done with Judith that's fleshing her out as the kindest heart left in this world. She's like the only like humane person, it seems, left in their group. 6 out of 10 on IGN. Though Princess shined in her introduction, giving the world of the show a sunnier yet still damaged character to showcase, the tower was still very much a connecting chapter meant to drive interest towards everything happening in the true finale. I love the wackiness of Princess, the horror show that Beta has become, the promise of a big, brutal final showdown, the holy quest that Eugene and his crew are on, promising to widen the scope and depth of this world for next season. There's so much potential for this show going into season 11. So many things are set up that weren't really set up before, like Alpha's death. A lot of things are starting to come together here, and I love it. Maybe Alpha dying was for the better, because now Beta has some motivation. He has like a revenge tour to go on. So, every single episode will be covered on this channel, so keep the noti bell on. Also, Lil Uzi's album is coming out in about, I want to say like under 30 hours. We'll get that album, so really excited for that. I'm a big music guy, I'm a video games guy, I'm a TV show, movie guy, so leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm out, guys. Hopefully you enjoy the content. I know it's not the greatest. Obviously, when New Music Friday comes out, though, that's where I really shine. So that's what this channel is really for to me, and that's what it